Hey guys, how are you? It's been a long time since I made a video, I know. Um, I have a lot of things to share with you guys, like a lot of things. My entire life has changed in the last year, and I figured now with the new year is a good time to share everything that happened this year, because I really feel like I went completely MIA, and a lot has happened, and I feel like I need to give some explanations and also just general like updating you like of everything that's up with my life. If you care, I don't know if you care, but I'm sure some people care, and I care enough to do it. So there we go. I don't even know where to start. First of all, if you haven't seen, I'm done with my hands. If you want, I can do a video of like showing all my tattoos now, because I really did finish like my chest and all this, and yes, so I guess I put that out of the way, I should start at the beginning. This is going to be a long video. Prepare, get some food, get some tea, because I'm gonna spill it, bitch. I can't. But yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a long video, so get ready for that anyway. So currently, as you can see, different settings. Obviously, I'm in Leipzig. Finally, as you know, I moved. I've been here for like a while. I've been here for like 7 months overall, with a month in between that I stayed back in Israel. So I've been here 7 months overall. And wow, like a lot has happened, and yet a lot hasn't happened. I think now is the first time I can actually like sit down and look at everything that happened, and finally I feel like I'm getting back to myself. It took a long time, a long time for me, and it's still like I'm still working on it, but I'm getting there. So let's start. Anyway, I moved here about like, yeah, that long ago. As you know, I've always wanted to move to Germany because I felt free here. I felt free to be myself. I felt this is a place I can be myself and really live my life for a change, and not think. Israel was a struggle for me in so many ways. Mostly it was, I felt so caged in there. I felt like I don't belong, but besides not feeling like I belong, I felt like I'm being caged. I'm being held back, and I can't be myself. I can't do everything that I want to do, and accomplish who I am. And my goals. I don't know how to explain this. It's just this feeling of just being caged in a place where you really don't belong. Granted, do I feel like I belong here or anywhere else that much? No, but it's much better. So I had that, plus financially it's really hard in Israel, but I'm broke here right now, which I'll get to in a second. And security wise, you know, and everything, I lived in the area of Tel Aviv. It's not, I think it's dangerous. It's not that dangerous, but you still, I think there's some things that just stay with you, and you don't even notice it until you're not there, and then you realize all these kind of sounds and stuff makes you have a post-traumatic stress disorder. Kinda, not really PTSD, but it gives you anxiety. So honestly, okay, the first I don't even know, like it's really hard to even like wrap my mind to try and explain this to you. So during this time, during these few months, okay, first of all, yes, I live in this apartment in Leipzig. I'll probably do a room tour finally, because I have a room finally, like everything's organized and it looks good. This is like my lighter section, by the way, where my bed is, and that's like the darker section, which I really like. So everything is like super cheap, secondhand, found outside, got for free, like those kind of things, and a tiny bit of IKEA things, or like the cheapest fucking things you can find there. So yeah, in case you were wondering. Yeah, so I live here with 2 more roommates, and Ma and I are like so similar, and we thankfully like we became like good friends, and I really love her, and she's like the best, and honestly we're so similar as people, and just her being here makes me feel like home. It makes me feel like more at home, which I'm really thankful for, and I'm really thankful for her, and I'm really thankful to have met her. And this is a whole vegan apartment right now. Everyone's vegan, so that's really good and important. It's important to me, and I'm really happy that everyone's vegan, and like there's only vegan food here. None other shit like comes inside here, so that's really good. I'm happy about that. Anyway, so that's her. You're probably going to see her. You have seen her, I think, in a video, but anyway, so yeah. So I've been here, but I was considering to maybe move to Berlin for a while there like a few months ago, and I was pretty sure that I'm going to move, and the reasons were that people don't know that much English here, and I didn't really have friends, and it took me like a while, really, it took me a while to get used to this, but also it takes time to make friends and connections and feel good in a place and at home, and yeah. So I was thinking about moving to Berlin because of those reasons. 1, 2, because the gay scene there is much bigger, and here it's pretty small, and honestly I couldn't and still can't find anyone to date even, but that doesn't worry me right now. I'm not really focused on that, so I don't care. And art-wise, Berlin, bigger city, it's easier. But about a month ago, I was in Berlin with my parents, and with them and a few other things that happened, I just realized being there how miserable I feel there. When I came back, the whole time I was there, like I enjoyed my time with my parents, but besides that, like honestly, but it was a bit too much, because being in the same room for that long and like 24/7 in the same space is too much for me. But after that, I was like, while I was there, I was just thinking, I want to go home. I want to go home. And to me, home was here. It was Leipzig. It was right here. So that's, I think, when I really realized that I shouldn't move. I should just, I should really stay here. Finally, like I feel kind of at home, kind of feel like a place where I feel pretty safe and pretty good and free, and this is the right place. Also, since I dated some people, for a while I was considering moving back to Israel, because again it was harder for me to find people, and I left some really awesome things in Israel, I have to say that, and there's a lot of things that I do enjoy in Israel. I have a lot of really awesome people, a lot of really awesome friends that I do really miss, and I think I created this bubble in Israel which I could function in and I could live in, because it was surrounded by people that I do love and do love me, and like we are like-minded. Granted, yes, it wasn't that many people, but you don't need that many people. You just need a few people that understand you and you feel connected to, and that's enough. So I had that in Israel, and that's why I was, at some point I was considering going back, because I was like, I don't know, like, how can I stay here? I can't afford it. And it was a lot going through my head, and I was just thinking, like, I don't know. But I think last month, like I said, when I felt like I want to go back to Leipzig, and being with my parents, and dating a few people, and seeing such a massive difference in how they are and how they think compared to a lot of people I met in Israel. I'm not saying everyone, but and the fact that there are alternative people here, like actual alternative people that do really cool things. Like I met so many new friends and so many people from all over, like Europe and Germany and everything, like Wasteland Warriors, if you know them, and so many cool people, and Danny Devine, which became like much better friends, but like so many people, and like I realized how being here is so much more freeing because it's so open. Like I can literally travel to wherever I want in Europe, I can hang out with whoever I want, like the next day if I have the money, obviously. But I can hang out with whoever, and just people here that actually create amazing art and amazing things. and I get to be around that, and I get to be like exchange like energy with those people and exchange art and exchange, and that is amazing to me, and that's what I always wanted. And just feeling, yes, I feel lonely a lot of time, but knowing that these people are here in the same space as I am just gives me so much comfort and sense of freedom that I can do and be whoever I want to be and do whatever I want to do. And that is so important to me, because in Israel I never had that. I truly didn't, and I had to make my way there. I had to, whatever I wanted to accomplish, I had to be the first. And it's good in some things, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting to try and always like be the first to do all these things, like, you know, with the clothing line and everything. It's mental, it's crazy, and it's too much. And I just wanted to live my life free and comfortably, and feel like for once I kind of belong. I'm not saying I really feel like I belong still, obviously, but I feel better. And I feel now that I have the freedom to do whatever I want. I think some of it's because I'm far from my family, which I love, but there's some aspects where I feel like I'm judged, or like something is holding me back from doing the stuff that I want. Like, honestly, like I said, I really want to get my neck tattooed. These are like physical, but they mean so much more to me, and it's not just the physical aspects. But like, I want to get my neck tattooed. I want to get like, I want to stitch my ears. Like, I want to get a lot of like these kind of like body mods. But I just want to feel good about it. I want to feel like I can be me, because I have this image in my head of like how I want to look, and I know what I want to do, and I know who I am. And I don't want to be in a surrounding where I feel like I can't be or do all these things. I want to be free. I want to feel free. And that's the point I am right now here. That's how I feel. And I met amazing friends. I met some like really awesome people. So I met like these people from Muslim Warriors, which are further away, but I also have friends here in Leipzig. And honestly, when I go out here, I feel good. And when my parents came here to visit, not in Berlin I didn't feel that good, but when they came here to visit, one of the first things my dad told me is, "You look happier." And I was like, I am. So that's a bit emotional for me, but it's true, I am. Because not only do I feel more free, I also went and did something that was one of my goals for so long. Like, I wanted to move here for so long, and it finally happened. And no matter what I feel about myself, sometimes, you know, when you feel like you can't do anything because you just feel like you can't, when you look at it and see like everything that I've done and like where I am right now, I did it. Like, I did all of this. I decided I want to move, and I went for it, and I saved the money and I did it. So I can do whatever I want to do. So yeah, that's why I'm here, how I feel right now. You can't really sum up all these months to this. So like I can't really sum up all these months to anything short, like to this, but I'm trying to sum up as much as I can. Now, financially is one of my problems right now. So granted that I've come to a realization that I want to stay here. I need money. Right now I'm still living on the savings that I've had. Now, about the clothing line, this is something I really wanted to talk to you guys about, because it's really important to me to put this out there and give you guys explanations and talk about this. So it's also something I've changed since the last time I made this video a few months ago. As of right now, Necrohex is no longer in business. I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown about why. For so many months I was thinking, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then I realized it's not happening. Why is it not happening? And I started contemplating, like, it took me quite a few months. I think we came to this realization just like 2-3 months ago. I was really like, why am I not doing this? Because I enjoy it, but what's holding me back? And I realized a few things. First of all, it's every time I would finish a collection, I'd be very happy that I made it, and I like the creative part, but the logistics are crazy. The logistics are too much for me to handle. It's not something I enjoy. And the logistics are most of it. When you have a clothing line or when you sell stuff, the logistics are the vast majority of what you do. The artistic part is not that big, and it's not that much. It's actually mostly that. And this has cost me money every single month without making any money right now, okay? I've been paying for like an accountant, and I've been paying for having my business, and I've been paying like a lot of money. It's not that much money, but it's like about 100 euros or 50 euros, like it depends on how you look at it, but it could be like around 100 or 50 to 100 euros a month without making anything, so that makes no sense. But so that's the part I didn't like, and it was really hard for me to deal with, and also, you know, figuring all that out in another country, in another language is even more, but that's not the main reason. Here's the main reason why I decided to stop. This clothing line takes so much energy, money, and time. Just think that you might work in your job or whatever you do for an entire month, and at the end of this month you might actually get zero, get nothing. Imagine you would work an entire month, and I mean work. I mean I worked when each line I made was countless hours of work. I can't even explain to you. It seems like so simple. It's not. It's hard. It's hard work, and it's constant work, especially when you're freelance, which I'm okay with, because I prefer to work for myself at the end of the day. But imagine you were working an entire month and not making anything. It's not that the clothing I was doing bad. It was doing okay. I think that if I would continue and do this, I would actually be able to make a decent living out of it, and I would actually, I don't think it would fail. I think I would be able to get something going and probably make a living out of it. But what I said about money, time, and energy. At the end of the day, I thought, okay, first of all, it's a huge risk, and I'd be willing to take that risk. But I thought, okay, let's say I make a decent living out of this, and this is the thing. Then what? Then I thought, that'll be good, but I don't care about it. Like, I enjoy the artistic creation, but that's not my end goal. That's not my burning passion. That's not like the one thing that I want to do. And I know what I want to do. So why am I wasting time and resources in something that I can be successful in, but it's not what I want to do? Like, what's the point in aiming for that and doing that when it's not like what I'm truly passionate about? I'm passionate about it. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like the artistic aspect. I definitely do, and I do enjoy a lot of forms of visual art, and I'm trying to think now how I want to incorporate that, but as the one passion of the one thing like I want to do and make a living out of, that's not it. Like, so taking this huge risk for something that's not the one thing you want to do makes no sense. And I think I had that realization like a few months ago, and I think that's when it hit me. I need to close the line. Like, this makes no sense. Because, first of all, obviously, by experience, like, I saw that I'm not doing it, and there's a reason why I'm not doing it. But then when I had that realization, I realized that's it. Granted, honestly, when I did close the business, which was just a few days ago, and close the website, I was kind of like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? Like, I don't know, do I really want to do this? Because I do like it. It is important to me, but everything I just said, play again in my head, I was like, no, it's okay. I might do some custom work here and there. I might sell stuff here and there, but right now I'm not planning on it. I think it will make some kind of comeback at some point, but right now it's and it's time to focus on the one thing I really, really care about, which is music. So I've had a band here for a while, which is more than I can say in Israel ever. That we're kind of working on stuff, but we'll see how that goes right now. I really like the guys, they're really awesome. I think that the only problem we have is that their music taste and my music taste is not that similar. But they're trying to work with me on a lot of things, which is great, but we'll see how that goes. But I really love them, they're like awesome guys, and yeah, which quite rare for me. I don't know, I really, yeah, it was really awesome that I found them. But here's the thing, I know what I want to do. I want to do music, and that's what I want to focus on, like I said. And first of all, that's the reason this YouTube exists. That's the reason why all of my social media exists. It exists for my music. That's why I opened it. That's why I did these things, because I wanted to do music, and I still do. Since the second that I realized that I can sing, and and what it does to me, and that I can express myself with singing, I never had another like goal in my head. I mean, like, there was never, like, I knew that the end goal is this. This is my end goal. I knew there is not any other end goal. At the end of the day, like, this is what I wanted to do. And this is why all this is opened. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. That's what I'm doing right now. First of all, I decided to upload a lot more covers. In general though, I have a vision of like how I want this project to be, of like, I don't know if it's a band or if it's going to be electronic. Like, if it's a band, then it's going to be somewhat close to Evanescence, but maybe more popish at some points, and or more catchy at some points, and also more dark and having some growls at some points. I don't really know how to explain this, but somewhere between Evanescence and, let's say, like New Year's Day or something like that. That's kind of like where I wanted to go with my project. But like, obviously my take on it, because it's different. And visually, I always knew how I wanted to be as well. Like, I have a vision of like what I want. I have a vision of pretty much like what I want to create. But finding the people and doing it, that's what I need to do right now. So that's if it's a band. But I'm also open to have this project as more of like a solo, or like with one other person, basically, project, as in like an electronic one. I'm really not sure. I tend to do stuff easier when it's like, it's just me. I don't like relying on others too much, especially not for my art. So I don't know what feels right yet, but right now I don't have the money anyway, and like, I just really wanna do music. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a lot more covers. You're going to see a lot more covers. I'm working a lot on like my vocals, and especially my growling, screaming, and I want to join another band that has ready materials, because I've almost never performed in my life. Like, I have very, very little, and I really want to do that. I really want to get better in that. I really want to really do that, and just start doing what I really love to do. So I want to do that, with the goal at the end of the day that having my own project and creating what I really want to do, because I know what I want to do, and I know it can be amazing, and it will be amazing, because I will make it. I will do it. I will do whatever I want, and like, I know it's going to be successful, because I'll make sure it's successful, because that's the one thing I want to do. And that's where I say, like, sorry. That's why I said, like, with the clothing line, not worth the risk for me, it's because it's not my burning passion, and this is. And you can, I think, even just hearing me talk about it, you can hear how I'm passionate about this, how much I'm passionate about this. So like, I know that's what I want to do, and I have a plan about what to do during that, like besides that, to also make money that also regards music. But I don't want to talk about it yet, because honestly, when I do, I tend to kind of switch things up all the time and kind of just decide of other things, and then said one thing and I'm doing another thing. I prefer to just stay silent about this matter right now, but I do have a plan. So the point is, financially right now is I'm fairly close to finish like my savings. My parents are helping me here and there, but the point is I need to make money. Like, I need to get a job. So I hope there's a place I can work in here soon. If not, I'm in trouble. Like, I'm really trying to get this sorted. I'm going to Israel in like 2 weeks to visit a bit less than 2 weeks, actually a week and something. And after that, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get a job, period, because I don't have another option. If that doesn't happen, that means I have to go back to Israel and work, and I don't know where, like, what to do from there, like, and try to get a visa here. Like, I don't know, but like, I really need to solve this because I don't want to go back. The thing is, usually I'm not the kind of person that feels like he needs money, but I guess it's because I've always saved money and I'm not a person that spends too much money. So, but at this point I do, because I needed to stay here, to get a visa here, and I also needed to make the stuff that I want to do, like from music to produce to whatever, and also to get tattooed and create my vision that I have like in my head of how I want to look and everything. So yeah, right now I'm broke, and I'm trying to see ways that I can make some more money. If you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments. I guess anything could help at this point. Granted, with I didn't say, I'm sorry, I forgot to say, with the closing of my clothing line, I also closed my Patreon. Numerous reasons. One, I closed my business, so I can't take out receipts for it anymore. But also, I know I've had quite a few of you guys in there, and I think you guys were expecting a lot more than I gave, and I totally get it. And for a while, I've been wanting to delete it because it didn't feel like I'm giving enough for it, and finally I did. I think I probably will reopen one at some point, but only when I really feel like this is the center of my life again, and that I can share things regularly. Or I'll say it like upfront, I'm not, like, this is, if you want to support me in like living in another country where I have a problem, obviously making money and making a living, then great. And I will give some things in return, but like, don't expect too much. I think like it's either one of these two, but yeah, I just felt like I have to put it out there, and I do apologize if you felt like I didn't give enough. If you did support me on Patreon, and I understand, that's completely understandable to me. So yeah, to summarize everything, I actually did it. Like, 2018 was crazy for me, like really crazy for me. I moved, like I changed my entire life. I moved to another country. I made so many new friends, met so many new people, did so many new things, and really feel like I had to rediscover myself, because this was a lot, because this was a lot. All of this was a lot to get used to, and to wrap my head around it, and also realize that I did it, but what now? And then try and reshift focus of like what I actually want to do. It's like, okay, you did it, and like now that I did, because I did it, but also there was more work here, because if I want to stay, like I want to stay, and there's more work to stay. But point is, I did it, I moved, and like now what? Now I need to shift focus to the things that I want to do, and how to stay and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been quite a crazy year, but I really want to talk to you guys about everything that went on the time I wasn't here, and also let you guys know about the clothing line and Patreon, so you don't just be like, what the fuck happened? And also just let you know that I'm shifting focus back to the one thing I really care about, which is music, and that's really what I want to do. So like, expect to just see that in general. Again, I'm going to make more covers and stuff. I haven't completely figured out, like I haven't like scheduled yet of exactly what I want to do, and I do want to make some videos. I don't really know what. So I'm not gonna say like expect too many videos. I really don't know what. I'm going to make something, and I really want to make some videos, but I never feel like it's really what I want to do, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, except for covers are going to be on anyway, because I really want to post a lot more. It's going to be on Instagram, and it's going to be here. I'm going to have like a snippet on Instagram, whatever, like 1 minute, and then the rest is going to be here. That's what I'm going to do in general. But besides that, I don't know. I might do other things. I really don't know what yet, because yeah, I have some things that I've been thinking about, but I don't have anything concrete. So yes, that's my very long update about my life. But yeah, I'm trying to summarize literally almost an entire year to you guys right now, because it's, like I said, it's been a lot, and my head has been like through so many turmoils and so many different, I can't even explain, seriously. This has been like quite a crazy year for me, and like it changed so much things in my life, and obviously I've grown a lot as well, just, you know, thinking like it wasn't that long ago I was in Israel, but it feels like another life, you know. It feels like I'm living an entirely different life. It really feels like it really does feel like an entirely different life, which I guess is what I wanted and needed, but it takes a long time to get used to. And I finally feel like I'm kind of there. Like I finally feel like I've kind of gotten used to it, and now it's time to work on the things that I really want to do, and shift my focus again to the things that I really want to do, and all my goals, and art in general, which I really miss. I really miss doing like a lot of art and interacting with you guys as well, because even though I do again post stuff on Instagram and everything, please follow me, link in the description. But it's not to the level that I used to, and I miss that, and I really miss that, and that's what I'm shifting my focus to, but mostly music based. That's what I'm passionate about, and that's what I've always been passionate about. I've always just wanted to sing and do vocals. That's what I've always wanted to do, and that's it. That's what I'm going to do. I am interested in visual art as well, and I'm trying to see how I want to incorporate that. And I can do some makeup videos if you guys really want to. Like I said, for this highlight, yes, bitch, slay. And I will show you my room and everything, because I really want to just have you guys kind of know where I am and what I did, and like, and how everything has changed, because yeah, I feel like I missed you guys. It's been a while, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Anyway guys, I really hope this explains some things. I really love you, and I miss you, and you can subscribe if you want to see more. I don't know when it's going to be more, but definitely stay tuned, because I'm gonna have a cover up really soon. I already filmed it and everything, so I just need to edit it quickly and finish the recording fast, and I'm done. It's going to be on. So subscribe if you want to see more music stuff in general, but also there are going to be other things. I just don't know when, how exactly, but there are. So if you want to subscribe, and anyway, I really love you guys, and I really want to thank you for all of you that have stayed throughout this time, and still care for my art and me, and want to hear all of this shit that I'm talking. And hopefully it gives you some kind of insights about your own life and things that you might want to do, or I don't know, inspire you, I hope, maybe. But yeah, so if anything you want to share or ask, please do it in the comments. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. And you're going to hear a song that's really, really important to me in the next video. Okay,